Renault Logan was developed by Renault and its Romanian subsidiary Dacia. It was introduced as a B-segment subcompact sedan, which was later expanded into station wagon and pickup variants.
زندگی رقابت و حرکت و در پایان حقیقت یا رویا تندرنود رؤیایی که به حقیقت پیوست.
In Iran, there are 3 versions of Logan, and this car is one of the only models which was produced with the collaboration of the 2 Iranian major car companies. That means both IKCO and SAIPA took a part in the production of Logan. IKCO produced the car in few variants from 2005 to 2020, but SAIPA produced it from 2010 to 2019. Obviously, both cars are produced based on a single platform, but there are minor differences in their appearance. Let's briefly talk about the main model of Logan, which you probably have seen it in different markets. Firstly, in the Iranian market, we call this car with different names. It is either L90 or Thunder 90. The core design goal of the car was simple: build a car as cheap as possible. And that objective influenced every aspect of its appearance. At the front, you get a large flat hood with sharp tweezers and angular headlights set into the corners of the fascia. The two-tone bumper is bulky and sticks out slightly with circular fog lights embedded into the lower portion. From the side, the first thing you notice, especially when comparing it to other cars in its class, is the height. At 153 cm, it's unusually tall for a subcompact sedan. However, this was intentional. That height supports the Logan's emphasis on interior space, particularly in the cabin. While the side design is simple, the arched fenders possibly played a role in influencing later models like the Renault Sandero. The side mirrors and door handles are all basic black plastic, again underscoring the car's budget-first design philosophy. The rear continues the same theme: boxy, upright, and practical, designed to maximize trunk capacity. The taillights are mounted high and vertically, a smart move to reduce the risk of breakage in minor accidents. The trunk itself opens wide and deep, making it ideal for hauling large cargo. To conclude, the Logan's designers succeeded in their mission to create a low-cost, durable, easy-to-manufacture vehicle that works for both undeveloped roads and urban environments. What they delivered was a cheap, spacious, high ground clearance car, functional, flexible, and practical above all. What we reviewed was the production of IKCO. Let's take a closer look at what SAIPA has to offer. The most prominent and notable difference of SAIPA's Logan lies at its back, the rear lights, and changing the position of the plate number from the bumper to the trunk. Finally, the third variant, which is somehow a minor facelift for the model produced by IKCO. You can see the black plastic parts are all replaced and the two-tone pattern of the bumpers is also gone. If you take a closer look at the front portion of the car, you would realize the differences between the grills and front bumper. This model is called L90 Plus and it is somehow the most expensive version which is available. You can find this in the market mostly with an automatic gearbox. As the videos of the normal version of Logan is available all over the internet, I decided to take a closer look at a more unfamiliar version. I found this car online and commuted to almost the center of the city. The car was a 2015 Thunder 90 and the guy purchased it from Tehran 2 months ago. Tehran's climate is much better compared to our city. As you may know, extreme heat or cold would have negative effect on the car's performance. In this city, temperature reaches above 50 degrees Celsius during the summertime, which we are currently at. Believe it or not, my glass stopped recording due to the high temperature. But usually cars in Tehran would cover more distance. Interestingly, this car had an extremely low mileage, which was 100,000 miles. For a 10 years old car, this mileage is considered reasonable. Let's briefly talk about the engine of this car. Logan has a French engine called K4M, a 1.6-liter 16-valve engine which uses DOHC technology and can produce 105 horsepower. A 5-speed manual or 4-speed automatic gearbox transfers the power to the front wheels. I asked the owner to go for a ride. Even though the car was a 10 years old car with 150,000 kilometers on the odometer, it was so smooth. You could change the gear easily with no extra force. You wouldn't feel unnecessary and out of ordinary shakes from the engine to suggest engine mounts are worn out. And especially on road bumps, there was no discomfort or extra noise whatsoever. However, the steering wheel has to be rebalanced. Shall we really go through the interior of this car? The management of the company ordered the designers to design a cheap car. Even though this simplicity has a reason, it is so nerve-wracking and hectic. They didn't even put the window control button on the door panel so that they wouldn't use a few centimeter extra electrical wires. These control buttons are oddly located at the center dashboard. Even the button to adjust the side mirror is located beneath the handbrake. I don't even know why they thought of this feature. We could adjust the side mirror by our hand.